And you wonder who I am. Underneath the action cam, acting like an anchorman. Lawless like from Neverland, colder than the polar night. Guaranteed to make a stunning sight. Looking but you cannot find. Every season it's a different type.
It has always amazed or fascinated me how people flock at any opportunity to get rich, no matter the price. 2B2T is no different, bringing some of the smartest minds together to exploit, break or push the limits, to abuse the system for personal gain. In this video we'll be taking a quick look at 2B2T's vast dupe history. A quick disclaimer, I do not claim this video to cover every dupe in 2B2T history, as I'm sure there are many private dupes or dupes I plain out missed. But I will try to be as accurate as possible from what I can find online and remember from personal experiences. Number 1. Piston Dupe. Date 2011. Version Beta 1.7. Was possibly discovered by Face Punch or Republic. This dupe required normal pistons, sticky pistons, redstone and redstone repeaters. This dupe could only duplicate blocks and not items. It required a player to create a fast redstone clock. Now all the player had to do was set the repeater hooked to the normal piston to 3 ticks and place the desired block in front of the sticky piston, causing the block to dupe and extend outwards infinitely. This dupe was patched when House updated 2B2T to beta 1.7.3, which also patched fly hacking. Number 2. Minecart Dupe. Date 2013. Version 1.4.7. This dupe glitch was discovered by Kinarana and was the reason why Valkyria became so powerful. It was similar to the dupe glitch in 2016 as they both used minecarts and a nether portal. However, it used a bit more redstone wiring and a different method. This dupe involved pushing a minecart into a portal and getting the contents out before it entered the portal. Number 3. Player Clone Dupe. Date unknown. Version unknown. All I can find is that a player by the name of Xavier discovered this dupe. I probably butchered his name. Apparently by getting kicked by spam while sitting in a vehicle, the client would leave a player entity clone containing the player's entire inventory. You needed a second person to kill the clone or a bow and arrow to drop the inventory. Used by members of the LAN space. Number 4. Minecart Dupe Glitch #1. Date 2016. Version 1.10.1. It is unknown who discovered this dupe, but it involved a glitch using a minecart with a chest that would do the exact same thing as the bypass version, with the exception of no player on the other side. And instead of the minecart going directly into the hopper, it would go on a slight rail slope. This dupe was patched on July 22nd, 2016. Number 5. Minecart Dupe Glitch Bypass Version. Date 2016. Version 1.10.1. This dupe glitch used a minecart with a hopper or chest that would go through a nether portal. After it arrived in the nether, another player would stand near a hopper right outside the portal in order to load the chunk, which would duplicate the item. This dupe was patched in July 27th, 2016. Number 6. The 1111 Dupe. Date November 11th, 2016. Version 1.10.2. It is the largest dupe in all of 2B2T's history and was discovered by Chunk R. The dupe is performed when a player intentionally gets kicked from the server, as the player drops items at the exact same time. The player then returns to find the items duplicated. This dupe was patched on November 28th, 2016, as the server was updated to 1.11. The easy way to duplicate items was leaked to the 2B2T community, causing mass duping across the entire server. On the 19th of November, a client made by Kinarana to make duping easier was spread among the community. However, the client was actually backdoored, and people who duped using the client had their stashes leaked on 2B2T Reddit. This did not stop players, as there were other clients to use. The 1111 dupe ended when 2B2T was updated to 1.11 on the 28th of November. Number 7. Cactus Dupe. No, it is not a meme. Date November 18th, 2017. Version 1.12.2. The cactus dupe was memed about in the community due to it not lasting very long. It has been memed by several groups and players, especially Team Pepsi, who memed discovery rights over the dupe. The dupe worked by setting up a railroad leading to a cactus. The cactus needed to be in a lazy chunk radius, which meant that the player would have to move the right distance or lower their render distance in order for the dupe to work. The lazy chunk is just a chunk that is far enough away from the chunks you've loaded so that it is not technically loaded, but you can still push redstone updates to it. Then the player would send a chest minecart or a hopper minecart to the cactus with the items. Players had to make sure that the cactus chunk was loaded correctly. Number 8. Donkey Dupe Hash 1. Date March 2017. Version 1.12.2. This dupe is by far the biggest dupe due to its use of shulker boxes, outranking even the 1111 dupe, and was discovered by Keenorana. It occurred sometime in March of 2017. The dupe involved getting a donkey to half a heart, putting shulker boxes of items in its inventory, and sending it through a portal to die by a cactus on the other side. The contents were then spit back to the overworld duped. This dupe lasted 3 days, yet fucked the economy. Players and YouTubers like Baron Dome and others used this dupe to get loads of stacked armor. Number 9. Llama Dupe. Date March 2017. Version 1.12.2. This dupe involved a similar method to the donkey dupe, however instead used a llama. It was eventually patched late April of 2017. The dupe itself was less publicized than the donkey dupe in order for it to have lasted longer. Number 10. Stacking Dupe. Date July 23rd, 2017. Version 1.12.2. Leaked by Keenorana and discovered by Chunk R. This dupe involved using the new crafting recipe book introduced in the 1.12 update. The dupe worked by dropping the item that the player wanted to dupe and then quickly spam and click on any crafting recipe in the book, which would transfer blocks from your inventory into the small crafting interface in your inventory screen. When the players picked up the desired item, still spam clicking on the recipe, a glitch would happen where the item would immediately stack to 64. This would even stack items that are normally unstackable, such as armor, weapons, and tools. The dupe was quickly patched on July 24th, 2017 by House, and he immediately classified these stacks of unstackable items as illegals, preventing any items going above 64. Mojang took quick action to the dupe and patched it. Attempting to dupe in 1.12.1 will crash your game. Number 11. Donkey Dupe. Number 2. Date July or August 2018. Version 1.12.2. An exploit found in late January of 2018 by Deadly Dark Dragon, Ambly, and Matrez was kept a secret until its leak in late July, early August of 2018. No one knows who leaked it, but most likely it was found by someone who then leaked it later on. Some players drew attention of the founders disconnecting and reconnecting to the server for hours and thought of possibly that there was a new dupe. This exploit involved increasing the speed of a donkey and trying to get your donkey stuck in an unloaded chunk. Another person loads the chunk you are in. Once the second person is near you, log out and log back in. You should have a secondary donkey next to you. Players later discovered that you could manage to get multiple donkeys every time. This dupe broke the economy during July through September. Illegal items such as 32Ks, alpha slabs, and spawners became worthless. This dupe was patched on September 21st, 2018. Number 12. Book Chunk Dupe. Date January 2019. Version 1.12.2. This dupe involved books with a large file size, created with a mod to overload a chunk, preventing it from saving. You could modify any part of the chunk, however it would be reverted when you unload and load it again. The dupe caused major lag on the server for about a month until it got patched in February. Number 13. Donkey Dupe Number 3. Date March 2019. Version 1.12.2. With the future client and a second player a few chunks away, players were able to dupe. It works with a donkey using entity desync dismount. Player would use H-clip to TP to the other player loading the chunk. When you arrive there, the player would take half a heart of damage. The final step is to entity desync, remount, and collect all the items. Number 14, more donkey dupes. Date June 2019, version 1.12.2. More clients focused on the donkey exploit in various ways. The WWE client almost the same procedure, but instead of H-clip instant teleport, the player would make use of free camp to load a chunk 200 blocks away. This meant that players could dupe solo. Number 15, Hopper Dropper Loop Dupe. Date July/August 2019, version 1.12.2 and onwards. Creating a quick loop with a dropper and a hopper can result in a duplication glitch. Originally found in 1.14.4, can still be used in 1.12.2 on 2B2T. This glitch requires an unstackable item, preferably a shulker box with items, and a stackable one. Lesser known / extra dupes. The ended chest dupe was a public but still a bit secret dupe as people thought it was fake. It was active in 1.10, 1.10.2, 1.11, 1.11.2, and 1.12. Yo, thanks for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed or learned something along the way. Don't forget about the giveaway next week Thursday. Go check out that video if you haven't already. You know what to do. Peace in the Middle East.